please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks for coming, everybody. We're at the end of our March Madness, which is always fun, right, Coach?
Yes.
Right, Coach?
That's tonight, right, the game?
Yeah. I don't know. I think Kansas is going to whip Duke, but you never know. So, and we're amidst of potholes.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
North Carolina, I'm sorry. Yeah, Dookie, yeah,
Coach K's gone.
Coach K's, he'd be bye-bye. So, roll call, so I'll do roll call. Mark Bouchard.
Yes, here.
Maureen Bowery.
Here.
Joanne Shirkey.
Here.
Artie Bryson here. Christy Hilton, she's absent excused. Chris O'Regan.
I'm here.
And Cindy Valentine, absent excuse. So we got through roll call, no problem. Bills payable. I'll entertain a motion.
Board, I'd like to make a motion that we approve bills payable in the amount of $43,019.40.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll do a roll call vote. Mark Bouchard.
Yes.
Maureen Bowery.
Yes.
Joanne Shirkey.
Yes.
Artie Bryson. Yes. I was waiting for myself.
Is that a deliberate
Like,
pause?
yes, yeah, I know. Come on. Chris O'Regan.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes.
That's sustained.
No, I can't. All right. Supervisors Report. It's been busy working on, actually, there's a lot of funding sources out there, and we have some projects that can qualify, and doing a lot of research and working on that. We did receive $1 million for our sewer interceptor project, and I've been in contact with Lisa McLean's office and Gary Peters' office on how the process is to collect that and everything else. When we did the application, we applied, actually, it was in April of 2020. We applied for those funds, and in the application, we said, shovels, would hit the ground 22, or the project would be done in 22.
Yeah, it's shovel ready, right?
Yeah,
You
and
need a project shovel ready.
right, and it was, but it just got funded, and I'm like, holy cow, this is not going to get done, because they just funded it like a few weeks ago, and we don't even have the process yet on how to collect the money. And I said, this is going to be a challenge to get done, by the end of this year. And they realize that, and, we can put it off. But I spent a lot of time on working with that. And I'm still looking on other funding sources, too, on that project. Still have a couple more that we can qualify. And I think we have a pretty good chance of getting them.
I have a question on that, Artie.
Yeah.
Can we start the project without total funding?
Yeah, no. I mean, you can, but it all depends on the type of funding. We have the, it's called the State Revolving Fund. And it's not, well, I say that's funding, and what it is, it's a low interest loan. And that won't, we have to have that approved before we spend any money on that. And
That's the rule, huh? Okay.
that's the rule for that one.
Okay.
So, and also I'm been busy this past week or two applying for our water main project. That grant it would be the same type of thing, $1 million, and that's due this Friday. I've been getting letters of support this week, and I got the narrative all done. That one's going to be a little bit more of a long shot, but hey, we're going to try for it. So yeah, dealing with a lot of building and blight issues. In fact, I just got off the phone, I haven't seen it yet, with our attorney. That case that we had about them testing our ordinance with the auxiliary building ordinance for the 2 acres. Yeah, we lost that case, so I just got it today. I haven't seen the judge's order or anything yet, but the judge said that, from what I'm told, the judge said basically that ordinance does not apply, the way it's worded does not apply to anything 2 acres and over.
Gotcha.
I didn't think it did. We questioned that.
Oh, yeah. It's
And-
not the way it's interpreted, right?
No, and even though we were interpreting, we argued it, our attorney said that in the judgment that the judge wrote, he didn't even bring up the arguments that the other party brought up during the case. It just said that ordinance needs to be redone. So I told her to forward that to Steve, our planner, and we'll have to get the planning commission working on that one,
ASAP.
big time. So, let's see, this next week we have a kickoff meeting for our wastewater treatment plant authority. I don't expect that to be a lengthy meeting, but just introductions, and we have the attorney, Chris Patterson. He sent out a lot of 3 or 4 sample authorities that he set up for treatment plants. And so we're going to review, we're just telling everyone to review them and, pick out what you like or don't like. And we'll start that conversation.
Are you meeting with the neighboring community
Yes.
leaders?
Yeah, all of us.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's not for all of us, just the supervisors.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
and the county will be there too. So, went on a local road tour, and we ID'd some ditching projects, and the road commission, they're going to give us some estimated, estimations on that work for that. The back roads are horrific right now. If you've been on any of them, road commission's telling me this is the worst season they've had in 8 or 9 years, as far as, dealing with the
Degradation.
frost and, of the
Potholes
roads.
and-
Potholes are crazy. But I will tell you, you can tell the difference between Clay Township, gravel roads and the other townships, because we put stone on our roads every year. And we've been doing that, since I got in office. And other neighboring townships don't do that. There was a car going down Gina that it just sunk in the middle of, it's in Cotterville. It sunk, and they had to get a tow truck to
Off of Gino Road?
yes, and then put down some more gravel. And there's a lot of roads in Cotterville that they had to close, and and we know they're a mess. Right now, the road commission can't grade these roads while they're wet and the frost is coming out, because they try it just makes it worse. It turns it into mud, and we just have to be patient. And I'm not. Have they graded down by you, Chief, lately, or? Yeah. Last week they were able to do it but this freezing at night and getting warmer in the day plays havoc on the roads and potholes and everything else. So they are trying their best. Working with the engineering and the design of the Hudson Island Nature Park, we're toying with different ideas on the bird watching platform. We are looking at maybe the possibility of actually putting it out on the water, near the dock.
Above the launch?
Yes. It's easier actually to make it handicap access there, and that's one of the things we're contemplating too. So,
Hey, Artie, has the environmental issues been taken care of yet?
With what?
On that nature, I'm talking about the kayak launch. Is there
On the
something different?
island?
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't any.
Was it any?
No.
Okay.
Oh, when you get these grants to the DNR, you actually have to do 2 environmental studies. And the second one actually does core sampling of the soil. And yeah, there wasn't any there. That's virgin ground where we're putting this in. And same with where the beach park is. In fact, we've gotten 3 grants for that property before we actually ended up buying it. And every time we had to do a environmental study on them. At that, we did get our MS4 stormwater permit done April 1st and signed and sealed, right, Lance? Good job. County is updating their master plan, and they're holding a vision meeting here at Clay Township Hall. It's going to be Thursday, April 28th, 6:30 to 8:30. It's going to be open up to the public. I'm sure they'll have a presentation on what they're looking at and doing and ask for input if anybody's interested. And I wanted to mention too, Algonac, City of Algonac, they're going to recognize some of our police officers and first responders tomorrow at their meeting who was involved in the Rolling Brook fire that we had to rescue some people there and stuff, so that's good. Getting ready for spring and all those events and doing a lot of work on the bicentennial celebration clay days. You see the artists have been painting our windows. They're in here this weekend, and they're almost done. They're getting there, but they're coming out great. And I got a lot of people giving us input, and people who grouped together from Pearl Beach got together and had a little party and swapped stories and notes and pictures and discovered a few things that they didn't even realize, with whole families and everything getting together. So it's been, a lot of people have been having a lot of fun in the planning, so it's a good thing. Like I said, in some respects, it's already a success, and it hasn't even happened yet. So that's our supervisor's report. Okay, next we have public comments. Do we have any public comments? Any public comments? Not seeing any public comments? Going to roll right along into the consent agenda. I'll entertain a motion.
Board, I'll make a motion that we approve the consent agenda consisting of the minutes from board meeting 3/21/2022, the check reports, the board approved and payroll, the in-between meetings, and the communications, the St. Clair County Metro Planning Master Plan, which is going to be here at the Clay Township Hall, April 28th, 2022, from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., like our supervisor just discussed.
Support.
Okay, motion and support. I'm taking notes as I do this. Okay, we have motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor of the consent agenda signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Okay, next,
Oh, I'm sorry, I just wanted to say one thing on that, St. Clair County Metro Planning. There are 3 meetings, right? I read that.
Yeah.
There's one if people can't make it to April 28th, there's going to be one at Fort Gratiot on the 26th, right? And May 4th in Goodalls. So if anybody has any questions, we can help.
Perfect.
all right. Under new business, we have to, it's that time of year again, set a public hearing for our soil removal permits. Entertain a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to set the public hearing for soil removal permits for May 16th, 2022,
At 6 o'clock.
at 6 p.m.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have approve a bill is for our auditing services for $12,700 out of this line 101 265,805. Entertain a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the UHY final payment amount, what I believe the final payment amount, the accounting services, June 30th, 2021, in the amount of $12,700 coming from line 101-265-805.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support.
How much did you say that was?
$12,700.
That was the final payment.
That's the
We
final
already
payment,
paid.
is what I'm.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I see that.
And-
I thought you said something else, that was all.
It is budgeted. I checked well, we disperse it between general, water, sewer, police and fire.
So
And,
this was all year long?
Yes.
They did this from,
yes, for our
yeah,
audit.
yeah, I know that, until June, from June to June? Or June to,
Yeah,
okay. So
June
budget.
30
So
Well,
the
it's our
total
fiscal,
bill
right?
was,
fiscal year.
Or fiscal, Mark.
Yeah,
yeah, right, and so the total bill was 49,700,
yeah.
right, so. I always tell my kids, you know, financial people always make the big bucks. Here
That's
we are.
right. Actually, 10 years ago, this would have been over 100,000.
Yeah. Oh, I know that, yeah, you're right.
No, this would, right, Joanne, or more. This was over 100,000 10 years ago. So kudos to our staff. Okay, we have motion and support.
Who supported that?
I did.
Joanne.
Okay, I didn't write it down.
Okay, motion and support. Any more discussion? Hearing none. Roll call. Maureen Bowery.
Yes.
Joanne Shirkey.
Yes.
Artie Bryson, yes. Chris O'Regan.
Yes.
And Mark Bouchard.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Yep. It was a lot more money in years
Oh, yeah.
past. Let me get to the next page of my agenda here. All right, we have some work orders. These are the St. Clair County Road Commission. These are all our general maintenance ones that we basically do every year. We have Stone Hall, gravel haul, or we call it, and for roads on both the island and the mainland. And we're participating in this new program that they started last year, where the total project on some of the roads, I mean, we spend more, but they got 24,000, and by the time they're matched, it only costs the township 4,800. We have the cutting the ditches, putting 2 applications of chloride. Sometimes we only need 1, but we go for 2 because sometimes we need 2. In it is, cutting the ditches, shoulder patching, rubber, crack filling, sealing. These are all stuff that, we normally pass, and we'll be lucky to hit half of them, or half the amounts. We just have them if we need it. And I have to say, our road commission spends our money very wisely. But these are all the general maintenance work orders for maintaining our roads and fixing the potholes and everything else.
They stockpiled that stone there right by the area.
Mhm.
Yep,
Yep, on the island.
yep.
So,
So you're saying these are tentative, like maybe they won't spend this much? but-
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they have it, they
Right.
can go up to these amounts.
right, usually, like I say, we'll do 1 chloride for the dust. Sometimes it depends on the weather. Sometimes we need a second one, sometimes we don't. We definitely cut the ditches. you know, it's a crapshoot as far as the, you know, maintaining the shoulders and the other things. So,
And the stone you were talking about is in here, right?
yes.
That we
Oh,
covered
yeah,
roads
and
with, that's
that
in here.
will be used,
Yeah,
that part of it.
it's a big thing.
So, I mean, board pleasure, we could pass them one at a time, or we can do all of them. Yes, thank you. For the grand total of $106,996.43.
I'll make a motion to approve the SCCRC various road maintenance for a total of $106,996.43 out of line 101-446-971.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any discussion?
Yeah, Maureen, these are just like, just FYI, these are like blanket work orders, right?
Okay.
They're like do not exceed amounts.
Right.
Right.
And if you study them a little bit right now, they'll be the same next year, and
Right.
the same year after. Right, it's every year at this time of year, they come to us. And the amounts may vary slightly, but this allows, I think, it allows us to keep the county on our turf, servicing our neighborhoods.
Right, and it's budgeted and we'll approve it as it goes through, right?
Yeah.
We'll see the actual amounts in future
Yeah.
meetings, right?
Right.
Yep, I got it.
All
Thank you.
right. Any more discussion? Hearing none. Roll call vote. Joanne Shirkey.
Yes.
Oh, do we have motion and support?
Yeah.
Yep,
Who did it?
I motioned
Mark?
and somebody.
Okay, I forgot to write it down.
Mark and Joanne.
Joanne. Okay.
You're next on the vote?
Yep. Okay, Joanne Shirkey, yes. Artie Bryson, yes. Chris O'Regan.
Yes.
Mark Burchard.
Yes.
Maureen Bowery.
Yes.
The motion passes. All right, that takes us right into board member comments. Mark, how we doing?
Good, good, good. We have a lot of events coming up, as already mentioned earlier, between the two Lions Halls that we have in Clay Township. One is the Algonac, one is the Pearl Beach. Obviously, the Clay Days are coming up, and got a finishing tournament on the 9th, and a big event over in Algonac and, on the 21st at the Lions Hall. And it's still going to keep on moving along after that, so stay tuned. Appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you.
You, Maureen?
There's a Harson's Island Association meeting this Saturday at the Lions Hall, and I heard Haida is not holding their meeting after that, so there's no Transportation Authority meeting. Right? And just want to say, Ray had given us a lot of information and helping us with live meetings, improvements on the website, so I sent out an email to everybody on the board, and I got, bunch of responses here, so we're going to go over those and do everything we can to make things better. And happy Easter.
Okay, Joanne?
Well, I was just busy watching basketball.
Right, Coach?
Yeah. It's my favorite time of the year.
Yep. It is exciting.
And they were good games, both the men and the women. And the men play today.
Tonight, yeah,
Tonight.
a couple hours.
Championship, right?
Yeah.
Heck, yeah. Chris?
Yeah, I got a couple things. The St. Clair County, the Vision meeting, scheduled for April 28th, looks like it may be some pretty informative stuff. So I'm going to put it on my calendar. In fact, I already put it on my calendar, but it'd be nice if we had, if we had a packed house in here, we could find out what the county's intentions are for our area. Happy that our local supporting communities are recognizing the first responders that responded to the Rolling Brook catastrophe. So I'm looking forward to them getting the recognition that they deserve. And lastly, my little PSA for the week is the Fed's raised interest rates 25 basis points
Won't be the
last
last time.
week, and it looks like they have scheduled potentially 6 hikes through the course of 2022. So if you're planning a home improvement project or need to schedule a loan for yourself, you know, you need to get that ball rolling now. Because just on typical, let's take a $100,000 loan, right? I'm not a loan officer, but you take $100K out of a 10-year financial and roughly at, you know, 4.5%, you're paying $500, $507. Well, you jack that up a 1.5 1.75, and all of a sudden you're paying $600 plus, right? So that's $93 more a month on the same loan. Starts to add up in a hurry. So if you can have a little forethought, if you foresight, if you've got a little, if you've got some projects coming up that you need to take care of this summer, then you may want to start applying now. Lastly, anything going on with the Planning Commission? This month?
It's, the minutes are on the website, and nothing that of really important. They moved a lot of things, pushed a lot of things back. Just a dog run, and I think somebody on the island wanted to change their R1 to C3, so that's been pushed back because it needs a public hearing. And I haven't seen the agenda for next month.
Okay. Kind of light duty right now?
They're working on the rec plan, right, Mark?
Yep, yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Thank you.
I wasn't at the meeting, I know I was ill, so.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Is
But
there, yeah, is
I
there,
did get an update.
is there gonna be a public hearing this one then? Probably on that zoning, is that what you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
it may be next month, or it may be the month after, because sometimes these things
Okay.
take time. Because the person that did apply for it needs a fully intact site plan, so,
Gotcha.
of some sort.
That's all I have, Artie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's been busy, but a lot of positive stuff going on for me. I wanted to mention again for everyone to change their batteries and their smoke detectors, and everybody have a happy Easter. And yes, and have hope you don't get any rotten eggs in your Easter egg hunts. So
Basket.
yes, and lots of chocolate kisses. So
I'd like to make a final motion to adjourn.
Support.
all right. Thank you for coming. Motion adjourned, or meeting adjourned.
Thanks for
That was
this.
Chris O'Regan.
Enjoy looking at that. So what did you do? Did you just leave?
I get